My grandmother grew up in a small town in South Carolina, a town called Holly Hill, and she told me a story how she didn't graduate high school. And what happened was they no longer provided school bus services from on the black side of town to the high school. And as a result, she was unable to complete her senior year of high school. We said that they said we had the right to an education, but they would never make it easy for us to get that education.
Once the cuts started, we would have a lack of custodial help. There were times when the bathrooms were void of toilet tissue. There were mouse drippings all over the place. There were a few courses, or actually a number of courses that were cut. African American history. There was an exciting course that many students loved. It was a Japanese course. I think students started to feel that that they were not valued.
Music and arts have been taken away from the children. We've also lost 400 teachers in the last 10 years. And it's very frustrating to know that staff and teachers are not as accessible to our children as they were to us.
Like they didn't have science books, they had science kits. They used to have science fairs and things of that nature, but because of the budget cuts, those things had to be eliminated. And when I went to school in the Bronx, it was during the crack epidemic. So how was it that seemingly my education was better then than my son's education now?
The past school candidates, as I started to work more and more with them and the futility of trying to get these people elected, I became more determined. When my children were going to this school district, it was 1, 2, or 3 top in the state. And I just saw it going down near the bottom. And I didn't think it was fair to these children.
My children's education means a lot to me. I don't take for granted the fact that we now have the right to an education as people of color. And so if I could be that voice for those who don't have a voice, that's why I'm as involved as I am.